Hey y'all. I just wanted to. This is like Tuesday, so let's just call it Tip Tuesday. Um, since I've been a notary since 2020, there is so much to learn as a loan signing agent. There's a lot that you can do as a notary. You don't have to be a loan signing agent. But I do want to say there are certain companies out there that you can get a lot of work from, higher paid work from, um, and consistency. And a lot. That's why a lot of people like. I mean, that's why I haven't been live, and that's why I'm not on here as much. And people always ask, "Well, how do you make that much?" And one of the reasons is since 2020, I've been Fidelity approved. Um, I was grateful to be a Fidelity approved in my first year as being a notary. Sometimes it takes longer to get approved. You have to be sponsored by escrow officer or sometimes a lender, and um, it's different ways you can get sponsored. Okay. Sometimes the signing companies, signing services can sponsor you as well. But once you are, that puts you on a different playing field, I guess. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I was done working. I typically work morning signings and closings so that I don't have to work evenings and barely ever weekends, right? If I work the weekend, it's just because I don't have nothing else on my schedule and I just feel like doing something, right? So today, I knew that when my 12 o'clock was done, I was done. And because my rate is so high, as long as I'm making $600 to $1,000 a day, I'm done. And there's some days that I can do one closing or one transaction and I'm done. Many days. And days like tomorrow, I just want to take the day off. Okay? That is the beauty of being an entrepreneur and creating the life that you want to create. The freedom. But that's still not what I want to talk to you about. I want to stay focused on Fidelity. Fidelity is very beneficial. And I know it's beneficial because once I was done today, a closing came through. Not even a closing, signing. It was only for 2 documents that need to be notarized. But guess what? In my mind, I'm done. When I'm done, I'm done. I don't decline, unavailable, because I need to focus on whatever the reason is for why me wanting to be done. And a lot of times I want to relax. Sometimes I want to take care of other things, right? So I declined it, unavailable. They sent it back through. I put in my rate. They didn't say anything because I didn't like that rate because it's coming through a signing service. Sometimes you'll get them direct through BankServe. And when they come through BankServe, of course, it's going to be a higher dollar amount because it's BankServe. So, but this was coming through one of my signing services. And I was like, nope, not for that fee. I don't care if it is 2 signatures, 2 docs. It's still 20 minutes away from me. That's 40 minutes on the road. I didn't say all that, but I'm saying that's why I gave them my fee. Well, the notes in this order clearly says 2 signatures. It's 2 different clients. They're sisters. It's 2 signatures, 2 docs. But the point is, they kept pushing it through. I kept declining, pushing it through. What does that mean, y'all? It means that there's not other notaries in my area that are Fidelity approved. Either maybe they're not on this platform, or they're not approved, or they didn't like the fee. But I think it's not the fee because I finally got my fee. It's more so it went on for about 2 hours, I promise you. So that lets you know the demand, right? That's high in demand. And I'm grateful, but I wasn't about to leave my house. As you can see, this is my little throw-on dress. And it was a TBD. So leave when you want to leave, meet them when you want to meet them, or, coordinate the time with the signer. But the purpose was that I really didn't want to leave the house. And so because they got I really didn't want to leave the house fee. And they went along with it because no one else in my area, they're either not available or they're not Fidelity approved. Okay? Because we all know what 2 signatures can be for general notary work, but this is coming through a signing service, right? So even my fee is high, but hey, that's the beauty of the business. Name your price. And that's how I function, and that's how I survive, and that's how I've been able to live off of this money, my notary stamp, since 2020. I'm talking about son in school, 3 sons. I don't take care of the oldest one because he's in the Air Force, but I'm saying, mortgage, car note, insurance, everything. I don't have no husband. No man's paying these bills. This is my stamp, is what pays my bills. This is what pays my bills. And that is how I earn the amount that I earn. And that's why the name 10K is valid, because it's very possible, y'all. I mean, it may not be every single month, but every month you can get close to it as you want. Sure, there's plenty of notaries who make more than me, who make more than that. So stop accepting. I try not to go into this. I'm always telling y'all, stop accepting those base fees, because those are base fees that come through these platforms. When you sign up to these platforms, they're the base fee. They won't. It's a bait. They want to see who's going to accept their lowest fee. I keep telling y'all, base fees 10 years ago was $115, $120. We in 2025, and the base has got lower. You know why? Because there's so many new notaries who's accepting them. Not Kia. And that's why I only deal with certain companies and certain people who's not gonna penny. What's the word? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Try to pay pennies. So we ain't gonna get into that, y'all. Y'all keep accepting them base fees if y'all want. You're just gonna be working harder. Like I said, I try to do my quota for the most days is 3. If I can do 3, but guess what? Sometimes I do 1 or 2 because it's a higher rate. Like tomorrow I got 1, and I'm gonna meet my quota with that 1. Whatever your quota is your quota. But guess what? You don't have to work as hard. You don't have to take as many if you set your price right. All right, y'all. Just wanted to tell you the benefit of being Fidelity approved. I didn't want to leave. The price is what I'm getting and what I want. But guess what? One of the sisters, she don't even know what time she get out work. So they say, oh, can you come in the morning? And guess what? My one appointment tomorrow is at 9 a.m. And they want me to come between 7 and 8. That's perfect. Perfect for me, right? That means I still don't have to leave the house today. So I just wanted to give y'all that tip. If you can't get Fidelity approved right now, that is okay. They're like the biggest title company nationally. And I need to be calling them because they say after 2 years you can work for Fidelity directly, and I didn't even go through that process because I do stay busy, and I'm very grateful for the referrals. I'm very grateful for the escrow officers and title companies who call and text me and email me. I stay busy, and I'm grateful. I don't take it for granted, because I could just go and be direct with Fidelity too. And I'm not saying I don't need the money. It's just, it's another step. And right now, really, I channel my focus on other things outside of loan signing independent notary. And that's why I try to get done early. But take that tip, y'all. See if they need Fidelity approved notaries in your area. Talk to your signing service companies. I know a few. For those who are a mentee of mine, we'll go over this and I can talk to you guys about it directly. Or if somebody wants to do one-on-one consulting with me, you can click on the link in my bio as well. All right. I'm about to focus back on some other stuff. I just feel like I need to put that out there because I thought it was just like, I didn't want to leave the house. It was just funny for like 2 hours. We were going back and forth with the price. And guess what? There's no other one. No one else is biting because they had to be Fidelity approved. And guess who they needed? And guess who got it for the price that I wanted? All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening. And you can message me if you have questions. You can click on a free link in my bio. It's a free video in my bio if you want to know how to get started as being a notary. And if you need a one-on-one consulting, I do those, and or mentorship. And I have a guide that you guys can sign up for as well. So just let me know. Everything's in my bio, or you can direct message me, okay? Have a good one.